I was a Christian. My parents are really, really Catholic. So, I'm from Rome, and they believe as well, also the Pope is someone to worship, as believes in God. But yes, often I did wonder, who am I supposed to pray for? But Islam, I think it's a religion that helps you to become really a better human being. So since when I embraced Islam, I realized how grateful I could be for something which is really small, or be more mindful the way you can hurt someone. Welcome, Salam. Alhamdulillah, thank you for inviting me. I am an Italian reversed sister. I was born in Rome, in Italy, and I reversed Islam about 15 years ago. Well, I'm a happy Muslim, Alhamdulillah. I'm being honored by the gift of Islam, and I think it's a great platform to work on about myself, because there is a huge difference before and now. I was a Christian. My parents are really, really Catholic. So, I'm from Rome, and they believe as well, also the Pope is someone to worship. So I did grow up thinking that I should have prayed for Maryam, then for Jesus. But then I was confused myself. But my parents, obviously, they didn't mean to. They thought that was the right thing to tell me, just pray for Maryam is a woman. Or Maryam, obviously we do love Maryam, but we don't worship for Maryam. So I was confused, but I was praying. I never really read the Bible, I have to be honest. I've tried, I had it at home. I was told they think that the Bible is too difficult to read. If I compare today as a Muslim, of my 20 years that from 0 to 20, I was a Christian. I'm a grown up, I'm an adult, and I'm a mom. So the sense of responsibility is way higher than before. But Islam, I think it's a religion that helps you to become really a better human being. So since when I embraced Islam, I realized how grateful I could be for something which is really small, or be more mindful the way you can hurt someone. I did read the Quran here and there. I remember I read some of the Surah Al Baqarah. As you start reading the Quran, I think we all start from Surah Al Baqarah. And there were different points where I did feel like, wow, this is different. And I had Surah Al Qiyamah. And when I got to the point that Allah speaks about the digital prints, I got completely shocked. And still now I got goosebumps when I say it. I couldn't believe it. I said, digital prints 1,400 years ago? How is that possible? I was like, okay. No, I said, from tomorrow, I have to wear the hijab. I just felt that, I have to do something about it. I can't stay like this. I felt like it was a warning or something. So, alhamdulillah, yes. It's amazing to say the shahada. Even when I watch other people, other people's doing it, and each one of us has got different ways. But it really, I don't know, the magic words. It's like, it's declaring, Allah in everything. Allah's power, Allah's mercy, Allah itself. So the ability to say it, it's an honor. I mean, I was playing and discovering the way how to put it on, then I start understanding that hijab is not only on your hair. The hijab is everywhere. Hijab means cover yourself. The hijab also brings an attitude. I love it, actually. I could say that living in London, it's okay. I do appreciate, actually, that the Islamic communities here are working really hard to take place. And I do work in a mosque myself. Imagine what it means for me as a revert to help another revert or to help a sister in general. And it really shows how much work we can do. And we can help others, Muslims and non-Muslims. And this is why we invite people to Islam. I feel like it's my duty. You know, I'm in a role now that I have to. It's like my mission. And I want to do more. I want to do more events because it's so much needed to let people understand that Islam is really a religion of faith, of peace. It's a great thing. It's amazing. Learn about Tajud. So I didn't know about Tajud. I knew that I had to pray Fajr, but later on, maybe I don't know how many years later, I heard about Tajud because my ex-husband wasn't really practicing, so I didn't know certain things. But when I went to a difficult time, I started listening YouTube speakers and I learned about Tajud. And in there, I realized how great is Tajud. It's first time, but I didn't feel anything because I was on a school trip. So it was really my first time I stepped into a mosque. It was the mosque in Rome, one of the most beautiful mosques, I think, in Italy. And I was told from my teacher that I should bring a scarf. And she said, but this is something that it's a rule here. You have to take off your shoes and go inside with the scarf. So I forgot the scarf at home. So luckily one of my classmates gave me the scarf. When I entered, I felt like, wow, I felt like I was in the middle of a desert. Like, you know, so peaceful. It was all positive. I mean, and I was not really eating much, to be honest. The only thing is that, yes, I wasn't praying. This is, I didn't think to pray. But the fact that I have to fast, I guess because I knew that in Christianity as well, they're supposed to be fasting. But in my family, we never fast. So I did find it amazing, actually. And the Ramadan after, even better. Because I learned how to do it the first time, so I got more confidence in doing it again. Alhamdulillah, actually, I do organize iftar sisters in the mosque. And it's beautiful how you can see that people really want to come just to be together. And we often ask reverts to come because we know that river sisters could be alone, they don't have a family to fast with, and that is why we're trying to let them feel lonely. But we're calling really everyone. We often call other people from the community. It won't be enough, but living as the Sunnah, living as the oldie message, and living as the Quran, living everything comes along, with Islam itself. It's like Allah giving us in a life in a golden tray, and then there are different things to pick up. But because we're being created with free will, we often get away with it, right? All the things I read about the Prophet, the Sirah, and everything, his life is inspiring and it's challenging, and he went through struggles and difficulties, like we could do. Not as much as him, I guess, but so it's a prophet, and he's a man, and he's a person that has been picked